love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. The folks in Buffalo love their Bills, and a moment ago they entered to the delight of this sold-out crowd. They're set for football as their Bills will do battle with the Miami Dolphins. And we are underway in Buffalo. It's a squib kick fielded just inside the 20. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. But we saw Tua Tagovailoa hit on some big ones in his college days to Henry Ruggs and Jerry Jeudy. That left arm, pretty underrated in terms of strength. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes the score 7-0. So look at this. They got the 7-0 lead in the pocket, and they're going to try an onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man that's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Bills. Stephon Diggs, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Boy, tie game, 1st quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And the Dolphins are going to recover. So an onside kick fail in the 1st quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense this week 8 of the 2021 campaign. Now, normally this would be the halfway point of the season, but as we all know, it's now a 17-game regular season. And because of that, seems like...
And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the 1st half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. Sanders' kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about that. All the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs. His second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Going on here? Are they serious? First down, and they're in punt formation. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Sheds off the tackle, and he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
From midfield, here's Allen. It's complete to Diggs. A gain of 6 there on first. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. Some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. And meanwhile, Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Now, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a 1st down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 36. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami 1st. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. On the jet sweep, here comes Fuller. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. There he goes left side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well, because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Play action, now it's Tua. And that is incomplete.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move them all over the place to try and find good matchups, and they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Carter. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Football's such a game of tendencies, down and distance, and on 3rd and inches, 3rd and 1, you think, man, the fullback's probably going to get the ball, but when you get to 3rd and 2, most of the time that's either the running back or a pass play. So that's a nice tendency breaker by the offensive team there. Hand it to their big guy to pick up a first down.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there and a first down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. He gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
They'll run now with Gaskin. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And a throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that'll get the deficit down to 15.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And we're in the middle part of the season where each week starts to become a little more important, and especially this, Charles, being a division matchup.
Yeah, you haven't fired the starter's pistol or rang the bell lap like they do in track and field for the sprint to the finish, but you're starting to eye it, aren't you? You got to pile up those wins, put them in the left-hand column, not the L's in the right-hand column.
And Diggs has it.
Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there, picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And this throw will be intercepted.
Brandon Jones picking it off.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And this is back to an 8-point game. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now Allen to try again after the pick-6. On the move to his left.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end.
A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack.
Jalen Phillips in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the swing.
Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Christian Wilkins in there to drop him. It sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Allen hit. He lost the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And just a net of 31 here. 40-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. This is Gaskin on the carry. He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose.
On the left side, he finds Beasley.
Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Now a 2nd down and 6. Allen off the play fake. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. So there is the big arm of Josh Allen on display. He can throw it as deep as anybody, and that was an absolute laser. On 1st down, Allen. The left side caught by Diggs. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout
as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number one. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen eluding the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To the air, Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Levi Wallace with a pick.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Noah Igbenogany from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. So we are at halftime here on Halloween as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, it's Taylor.
And they gets by him, and now a little daylight. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs, and that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right, and when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick.
So now it appears they're going to accept the penalty, which means take away the interception. Also means keep your defense on the field. Don't understand this one one bit. Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. To throw, it's Allen. Flush to his right. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 7 yards on the play, and they're going to have a third down. Now Allen. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And some room to maneuver. Uses the stiff arm. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Dawson Knox, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills continue to pour it on.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that will extend this big lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
An extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead will swell by one more. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Tua hit, and the ball is out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. He's at the 40. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out of practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football, taking care of it, putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
Jerome Baker, Dolphins leading tackler in 2020, in on the stop there. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. On play action, Allen. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Finding Knox there, complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. Sean McDermott didn't hesitate. They'll go for it on 4th. They turn to Taylor on 4th. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. 4th and short, got a whole lot more than he bargained for. He almost scored.
Yeah, how about that? Because you know how it is when you get all those bodies near the line of scrimmage. You often getting...
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Jonathan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Bills get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, but pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. 3 quarters in the books.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua.
Throw right side, going to be caught here by Waddle.
He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Gaskin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
91 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Tua sets up to pass it.
That's caught. Waddle on the left side.
A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout. An injured player. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Gaskin. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. And that'll set them back 5. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got it. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Dolphins get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter.
And from the 25, they worked this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And Taylor, I don't think he got there. No, he did not. Unable to break free, and he's marked short.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Meanwhile, Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A good pickup there at 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Looking to pass. Tua. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And now here's another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it.
And the Bills are going to get it back here just past the 35.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
145 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. They'll come up now on 2nd and a yard. Allen going to fire quickly and get it to Diggs out wide.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a handoff. Taylor with it.
And he's going to get this one down to the 45.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
They run once more with Taylor.
He won't find a ton of space following the display of power as he's down just inside the 45. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Allen. He hits Beasley right side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there.
That kick, by the way, Charles, a career long.
Well, we did watch him in pregame, and he hit from this distance, so not a surprise. But there still is something exciting about it, carrying it over from practice and pregame to actually doing it in live action.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Letting one go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Tua's throw here taken in by Parker.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 12-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final try for Tagovailoa. Buying time to his left. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out,